G'day everyone, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. Just want to make sure that sound and everything is all happening. Just one moment. Here we go. So sound okay? All right, very good. Hello everyone, give me 2 seconds. Let me see, where did my chat go now? It just disappeared on me. Hang on a sec. Oh, there it is, hiding behind things. All right, okay. First of all, hello everyone again. Sorry, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. Wanted to say hello to all our art friends. G'day Gary, hello Kenny, how you going? Sneaks, Deb, how you going? Shiny, let me see. Oh, Wicked, g'day, hello, how you going? Janice, hello. Helen, hello, how you going? Chris, how you going? Christine, hello. Coffee Cat, way to go, hello. All right, okay, let's get to business. Pop out the chat. Here we go. All right. Now, what I've got here is, you know what I'm doing. It's hands and lips, but this is sort of like bringing on from my last live stream where I've been struggling with hands. I always struggle with hands, so I thought I'll do a project on that. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you. Check out this. This is so cute. All right. This is Pastelmat. Okay. Now this size is 7 by 9.5 inches. It says, but you know, I always work with centimeters, so 18 by 24 centimeters. It is the cutest little pad ever. Check this out. Okay. And of course, here we've got white, sienna, brown, anthracite, and look at all of these lovely pages. And you know what, I reckon this is really good if you're traveling and stuff like that. This is like super great to put in your backpack or traveling. And yeah, so here we go. And I mean, obviously you can, you know, you buy big pads and stuff like that and you can cut it up and that's fine. But I thought, well, I thought I'd just talk about that. So let me just put that aside. I'll put that aside here just for a moment. And here we go. What can you see? Can you see this properly? Let me see. Yes, you can. Okay. Now, I actually drew this on a white, on one of the white ones of that pad. And then I just thought to myself, you know what? I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I need to... I need the medium value or a darker shade, medium, darker and above, because I struggle with white. I think it's probably good with coloured pencil. It's okay if you're doing a colour pencil project, but for what the subject that I'm doing here, I thought it would be really good to, well, you know, work with this colour. And this colour is called brown from that page that I gave you, I showed you. Stop arms. Okay, you know what? I reckon somebody should go ka-ching every time I say okay? It's a very bad habit of mine. So I'm going to, and I already started it because I came down here. I had it all ready last night. It was all blank. And when I came down here to, you know, to just turn things on and stuff like that, I just started playing around. I thought, I should start a little bit and stuff like that. So this is where I've got to. I've just done just a little bit of a background just to, you know, make it look aesthetically pleasing. And I'm going to start with the hands. So there you go. Oh, Andy, hello, how you going? Chandri, hello, how you going? All right, so Barbara and Sergio, hello, welcome. Okay, so the art supplies that I have, surprise, Pan Pastels, Pastelmat, and all my brushes that I love to use, and I've got some pastel pencils right beside me, which you can't see, but they're right next to me here, and I just keep on going. So, and I just wanted to ask, do you have, when you're painting projects here, let me just put my glassine paper here, and I'm going to continue here, but I have a question for you. Do you have, what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths? I would be the first to tell you my weaknesses definitely are limbs, hands, I don't know, limbs. I'm going to say limbs because I reckon if I started doing feet and stuff like that, it all comes into it. I think hands. I'm okay with the lips. I've got to say, I'm not too bad with the lips. I'm feeling okay with the lips sometimes, but it's the hands that are the problem. Oh, Nanette, hello. How you going? How you going? Noses, says Coffee Cat. Noses. Actually, you know what? I think noses too. I get pulled up about the noses, that all my noses look the same. But I maintain that the models that I use have got all the same noses. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, hang on. What is this? Is it Sergio says my arch enemy are lips. Chocolate is my weakness, says Nanette. Yeah, you know what? Chocolate is my weakness too. Dark chocolate, actually. Dark chocolate. Hang on, let me put my specs on. Oh, okay, I've got my other eyes. They're going on. Okay, so I've got my little palette here, and I'm just going to continue. Now, I know I hear about it all the time. Shapes. Paint in shapes. What is this? We all have the same nose in Xrissart's mind, says Deb. Hello. What can I say? Ka-ching. What's this? What am I missing? Am I missing anything? Doing a... Oh! All right. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Put hashtag ka-ching. Noses can be surprisingly hard to draw if you're supposed to catch likeness. Yes. Oh, Wicked, your work is absolutely phenomenal. I don't even know how you managed to do, like, your work is so exceptional. A cut above the rest, absolutely, especially on a miniature drawing. Yes. Your drawings are miniatures, but they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just putting my I'm just having a look at, I'm just getting, okay, here we go. And of course, there are people in the chat. There are people in the chat who, oh, Tessa, hello, how you going? Okay. Okay, so, oh gosh, now I lost my train of thought now. How is that possible? Because the train crashed. Oh man. Yes. Yeah, so so my weakness is hands for sure. And Nanette, my friend, shall we always talk about the hands? And so I just thought, you know what? And the last stream we talked about the hands, and of course my Queen of Diamonds, I'm really struggling with her bow. You know, she's got her bow. Barbara, hello, how you going? Welcome. Yeah, a bow. And so of course I'm having problems with knuckles, with, yeah, you name it. So I thought, you know what? Okay, I said to people in the chat, next stream I'm going to do a study, because this is something which I need to practice on, and you can all tell me how I'm going and what I'm doing. So Jacqueline, hello. How you going? How you going? Okay. First of all, Gary said derailed. Says Sneaks. Gary says, Chrissy, Wendy, just wanted to let you know that there is a new Facebook group called Dry Mediums. Yes, I've actually become a member. Thank you for inviting me. Please join. I've become a member. Thank you so much for that. Oh, yes. Okay, Barbara. Barbara. Okay, no, that's fine. Monkey hand. Yes, Nanette. Yes. You know, we'll always have monkey hand, won't we? Doing a portrait of persons is my weakness, says Kenny. Well, you know, yeah, well, you know, that's what I mean. Like, we've all got our weaknesses. So what you've got to do, Kenny, is attack those weaknesses. That's why I'm doing the hand thing, you know. And I know I'm going to get a lot of, you know, slack for it and stuff like that. But I've just got to keep at it until I know one day the penny's going to drop and I'll go, yes, I've done it. And then I have to start on the feet. Then I have to start on the feet. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Sneak says, you made really good progress on that though. Yes, I did, Deb. And I have been working on it since my Sunday stream. So you will be proud of me. You will be proud of me. Oh, I said it again. Francois, bonjour, monsieur. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? That's awesome, says Wendy. Kenny says, Chrissy, doing a portrait. We've said that. Bonjour. Let me see. Pretty sure I'm a lizard. I'm a lizard wearing 2T polos. Oh yes, it's actually, yeah. No, Shiny's talking about the weather. Shannon's talking about the weather. It's bloody cold here. Bloody cold. That's all I got to say. Very cold. And can I just say, for people who are Australian, tonight is called State of Origin night. It is Queensland versus New South Wales. Gary, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You may or may not follow State of Origin. Now, State of Origin is a football game, is a rugby league game, and it's it's the states playing, okay? And this is something that is huge here on the east coast of Australia. Now, you know, people that are football mad or rugby league mad will understand that. But yes, Kenny says, Chrissy, do you have snow over there during this winter season? Well, I tell you what, there are mountains if you travel to the south, and of course, you know, like imagine the globe like that, and of course Australia is here, and of course the southern part of Australia, that would be quite freezing. If there are mountains, yes, it does snow. Believe it or not. But the northern part, if you go to like the Northern Territory or the northern part, which is closer to the equator, it's quite warm, quite hot. So yes. Shannon says, I'm immune to football. Very lucky. Don't even need a flu shot. Never ever get stuck by footy fever. There you go. Footy is what we call, we call it footy for short, as in football. You know, we cut things in half, as you know. Deb says, Chrissy, we're talking snow, 6 inches or better, or it doesn't count. Well, there you go. You know what? We have, it has been known for us to make snow for people who want to enjoy the snow. So, because we're not really, we enjoy the warmer weather here in Australia, but we do get cold weather, I've got to say. I've got to say. Oh, so can I just also mention for people that for people who have just come in or are just viewing this sort of thing for the first time, pan pastels I'm mixing on a palette, which is like a paper, just an ordinary cartridge paper, This one I think is more than 80 GSM. It is just the right texture and feel for me to mix, and I'm mixing on here, and I also mix on my Pastelmat paper. Yeah, so I just thought I just wanted to include that in. Chandri, Chrissy, to make snow. Yes, we make snow here sometimes for people that want to enjoy the winter season. You'll find that a lot of Australians actually go to New Zealand to go skiing, because we're only 4 hours plane ride, or the east side of Australia to New Zealand. It's only like a 4-hour plane flight. Plane flight. So there you go. Oops, there we go. You're going to catch me again. You have to catch me again. All right, fingers. So I'm going to look at this one finger at a time. That's what I think I have to do. It's not a finger. It's an abstract shape, I've just been told. Oh dear. So let me just do the close-up of just that. Now, is it the index finger? Is it? It's an index shape. All right. It's not a finger. I've got to keep on telling myself that it's not a finger. So because this is such a small piece of paper here, I'm going to use small brushes, which is what I'm using here. And I'm using, I used soft tools to do just the background with a soft tool applicator. I'm going to be using mainly brushes here, and pastel pencils for details. I've been craving Switzerland all weekend. Just got the idea. I want to go there to visit. It would be beautiful there, wouldn't it? Or to live. I've been dreaming of running away to another country for another chapter. Well, if you have no responsibilities to anyone, you could do it, Shannon. Pretty much. You could do it. Chris says, Chrissy, you are so brave to do this for all to see. What a good challenge. Oh my gosh. This is all I do is... yes, my flaws. Or I am not flawless, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, you know. And that way, you know, you guys can give me tips. Oh my goodness. If you were here, if you were watching the last stream, I had people going, nah, this way, nah, that way, nah, this way, nah, that way. Oh, I was stuck. Because I think, see, also, is it because Chrissy is getting ready to do a self-portrait soon? No, not really. No, I don't think I'm going to do a self-portrait. Well, no. If see now now this looks very cartoony at the moment, right? Looks very cartoony at the moment. And Annie, hello Annie, welcome. Hello from Denmark. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay, so now I have to also say that the initial layers are always a bit blotchy. It's like colored pencil, isn't it? Like, you know, you need to apply more layers, and then the pastel just then slowly eases into it. At the moment, I'm just working on my values, making sure that, you know, my lights are sort of in the same place. I wonder. Exactly. I've got to always make sure that, and I mean, by looking at this, I'm thinking, whoa, you guys would be looking at this and saying, what the hell is she doing there? But you know what? You know that I always come good in the end. I've got to work off stream and I concentrate. Sometimes it's a little bit, sometimes it's, you know, it's sometimes when you're on stream, and of course I like to join in on the chat, so of course I get distracted. So, but when I'm not distracted, I actually come good in the end. I have to. I'm still distracted. Says Wendy. Wendy's telling me that I'm always distracted. Okay. For those who, and I think most of the people that are in the chat here, I think, are in. I just want to talk about our Facebook group where we share our art and where we talk about. Sometimes when we're talking in the chat about, oh yes, I did this and I did that, and I'm this is my work in progress and stuff like that. And we often want to see each other's work. So, and that's the reason why we've done this Facebook page or group, is so everyone can share their art. So I'm talking about that again. So for all of those who would like to share what they're doing at the moment, please go on to share your art with Xrissart. I've got those details in the description box below, and while I'm talking about the description box below, while you're down there, you will see Wendy O'Brien from Artista 365. All her details are in the description box below, and wanted to say thank you so much for moderating the stream. So please check out her channel if you haven't gone there as well. But yes, let me see. Gary says, Chrissy, I would do your self-portrait, but I don't have a bright. Oh, I would do your self-portrait, but I don't have a bright enough red to draw your glasses. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I've seen the reds that you use. Wouldn't that be funny if you drew me? Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be so fun. Coffee Cat says, Chrissy, you are so right. I love streaming, but the progress is not the same. Yes, see, understand. You get distracted, see, you can't, and then you end up having to finish on off stream. But that's okay, because people get to see, well, we saw her starting to do it. Starting is the word, starting. Okay, Chris says, White Clover, your group is going to be the new Lockery group. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, I don't know whether it's going to be the new Lockery group, but what it is, it's going to be a place where you feel free to share your art and share tips and tricks and share things that you find. It could be because... Who was it? It was Janice. Janice found the NASA. I think it was the NASA. NASA have released photos. It was royalty free, and she shared it on the Share Your Art with Xrissart group, and that's what it's all about. Sharing art supplies, sharing where you find the best deals, sharing your art, sharing photography, sharing all of that stuff, sharing your sites. I'm happy with all of that. And a place where you feel comfortable, so long as we all respect each other, that's the main thing. Shannon says, maybe make an album called, what's this? WNIP, work not in progress. Shannon, and post discarded stuff, and anyone else can grab it and do what they want to it. Love to see someone finish off my sketches. Oh, that would be interesting. But you can do that. You go right ahead, Shannon. Go right ahead. Wicked says, talking about portraits, I'd strongly recommend to all people who have pretty good skills already in whatever medium, but haven't started with portraits yet, start ASAP to, yes, minimize the difference in quality of your work and making it glaringly obvious just how much skill you lack despite being a great artist otherwise. Lovely. Drawing portraits and switching to something else is not the same as vice versa. The difference is usually much more noticeable. Okay, well, that was very good. Sharing popcorn as well. Yes, Kenny, whatever you like to share. Well, art related, okay? If it's popcorn drawn, yes, of course. It's all art related or references or things like that. Yes, most definite, most definite. Most definite. If anyone wants to share art supplies, I'm open. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, hang on. Oksana shared. Was it Oksana? Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure it was Oksana. She shared the Derwent Light Fast, the next set of pencils that have come out. I tell you what, I've got to get those. You know what? There's a few things which I've got to get, which I haven't managed to get. I just had a few bills, that's all, that I've got to pay, you know, but I have to get the Caran d'Ache pastel pencils. I've got to get the, the Derwent Light Fast, like the first 36 and the second 36. Got to get those. Oksana, hello, we're just talking about you. Hi, everyone. Just talking about the colour pencils. The second lot of pencils, you bought those, and I'm so jealous. I'm green with envy. Can you see green? Can you see green? I want them. I'm actually going to get them. So anyway, I'm not getting very far here, am I? So let me just keep on going. Maybe I should not go on this finger. I should work on this finger. I think that's what I should do. Okay, there we go. See, I'm pulling myself up. All right. And just about here, it sort of goes up and down. I might have to use pastel pencils to help me with this. I could almost hear you all saying, Chrissy, that's not the way you do it. Oksana says, they're wonderful. I have only done swatches so far, but I'm thinking to just use them on the June challenge. Oh, yes. That would be wonderful. Kenny says, I wouldn't want to imagine Chrissy turning green. That's right, you wouldn't, because I know you're going to bring up Hulk. See? I'm mind reading. Okay, all right. Okay. Shannon says, oh yeah, my jaw was on the floor when I saw those hot pencils drooling and grunting. Oh yes, oh, they're gorgeous. Oh, I have to get. Problem is, I've got to pay my bills first. That's all. Yeah. There you go. Okay. All right. So I might have to. Okay. There's like the nail is sort of more pink. This is the beauty of pan pastels again, for those who haven't seen me do this, because I do get the occasional question, how did you do that? Why are you doing that? What brushes are you using? All those sorts of questions, so I thought I'd better reiterate. Here we go. Oksana says, Chrissy, you're doing a hand study, or is it part of a large painting? No. I'm doing a hand study because on my last stream on Sunday that just passed, I was really struggling with the hand. I've always struggled with the hand. I don't understand why. I don't know why I'm struggling with the hand. I think it's the knuckles. I think it's the creases in the knuckles. I think it's the values that I struggle with. I think it's a variation of things, and so I mentioned on the stream, and I said, all right. I said, okay, I'm struggling with the hands. I need to practice. So I said, okay, I'm going to do a hand study on my next stream. Voila, here we go. So I'm going to use pastel pencils. I think now. I think I need to start using the pastel pencils now. Here we go. Oh, how many arms have I said? I haven't heard any ka-chings because I'm pretty sure I've said more arms than anything. Chandri says, Chrissy, I'm wanting to start with the pan pastels, but I have no idea where to start. I'm procrastinating. The story of my life. It's normal to procrastinate. I have never used them. Where to start? What to do? Any idea? Well, I think what would be a good idea is to, here's an idea, to understand how they work. You know what I would do? I think on my YouTube channel, I've got a scale of using, it was like the say the 4, you know, hang on, here we go. These are the 4, I think. Here we go. This is it here. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. The burnt sienna extra dark, the burnt sienna shade, the burnt sienna, and the burnt sienna tint. And what I did is I tried to, I did it like a scale. And I use these with a white and a black at the end. And there's a video on my channel where I show you how I do that. And I think the reason why I'm suggesting that is because you get an idea of how to mix and how these colors work and what the application is. Now I did mine on Pastelmat. The technique that I use with my brush works perfectly on Pastelmat, but you can use, if you like, you could use the soft tool applicators, which are here by Pan Pastel. You could use those if you don't have the brushes and if you're not confident with that, or you could be using these, but I would be using something like that, right? So the reason why I say that is that rather than get into a project, get into that, and then you can actually get a feel of how it works. And then start off maybe with an apple or a pear or a piece of fruit, and then work your way up. That would be my suggestion. But you know what? Up to you. That would be my suggestion. Yeah. So there you go. Oxan. Oh, hang on. Let me just keep on going. Okay. Hang on. I've just got to find. Now the pastel pencils that I've got by my side here, let me just pull them out here. I've got the types that I'm using, for those who are just wondering: the Carbothellos, the Giocondas, the Derwents, the Faber-Castell, the Nick, hello. Little brother, hello. You never used to struggle with your knuckles when you bashed me up when we were young. Hello, everyone. Oh, true, by the way. Oh, here we go. Yeah. If you want to get some dirt on me, ask my brother. He'll tell you. What else? What else have I got here? Listen to him. He's already started. I'm just looking for the Contis, which I'm not terribly happy about the Contis, but you know what, they have their place. Okay, they have their place. What have I got here? I've got, here we go, the Pitt, the Giocondas, the Derwent. I'm missing one. Oh, my love, where is it? My love, Brunzales. Here we go, Brunzales. They're my loves. You know, each one has its place, okay? Each one has its place. Is Peggy here? Hello, Peg. Hello. Did I say hello to you? Oh, my goodness. Hello, Peggy. How you going? Welcome. Yes, colour chart, says Chandri. There you go. Here we go. All right. Wow, Chrissy bashes people up. I knew there was some Hulk in you, Chrissy. Oh, look, don't listen to me. Well, actually, no. My brother has actually got a point. When he says bash, it's a bit harsh, Nick, isn't it? My dear brother, that's a bit harsh. Oh, Janice, hello. Chrissy, are you still liking that sharpener? Hang on. Which sharpener are we talking about? Are we talking about this sharpener? Is it this one, Janice? Is it this one? Okay. All right, let me just get... Oh, what's going on? Don't let me get distracted. Please don't let me get distracted. I just want to try... No, it's not this one. Could be this one. You watch. I'll end up going to the Derwent because... Hang on, let me just check. No, it's this one here that I think I like. Oh gosh, I think it's this one. Wow, here you go. Terracotta. There you go. There you go. Queensland won. Oh, are you kidding me, Gary? No way. Okay. All right, I'll explain in a minute. Hang on. I was literally her bash up canvas. Okay. Now, when my little brother talks about things like that, I'll tell you what he means. For example, I would have been 12 and he was 6. 12 and he was 6. So we played a lot when we were young, and he will verify that for sure. He will tell you we played a lot. We played hide and seek, and we played, you know, Monopoly, and we played all of those board games. And if you ask me, Chrissy, come on, let's play a board game or a game like that, you know what? I'm going to put my hand up every time because I'm going to be the one that will come out and play with. I'll be the one that's playing. So for sure. For sure. So, but there were times when he was just a bloody naughty boy. He was just so bloody naughty. So when he says bash, I used to, you know, punch him up a bit when I was 12. But then he grew, and it was about 14, I think, at one point, and thought, well, okay, you're a little bit stronger than me now, so I'm just going to let go of that. Now, Gary, Queensland won. Seriously, what was the score? What was the score? Gary is a Queenslander for people, and our football, it would have just finished now. No way. Anyway. Okay. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay. So I've just got to, all I'm going to do is just, this is just so rough, but I just can't. Jeff, hello, Jeff. Hello, mate. Hello. How you going? Chrissy and everyone. My Pastelmat is curling up. I can't get it flat. Any suggestions? Yes, it does that sometimes. Yes, it does. Sorry to say. I end up, Peggy, I end up framing mine. Or what you can do is put a piece of glassine paper. And it's okay to put something heavy on top, to be honest, because of the glassine paper. But you can't move it. You can't move it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I know it does curl up. It does, but slightly. I don't understand why. I don't have the answer to that. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm just I had put some lines. I just don't want them to go away. So if I just do that, wow. If I can get this looking like as close as I possibly can to the reference, I'm going to be jumping for joy, because hands is something that always battling. Okay. Okay. Peggy says, Chrissy, it arrived that way. I've been trying. Oh, did it? It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be flat as. Gary, 1814. Serious? Mate. You gloating? Are you gloating? Oh. It's actually a good thing that I'm not watching this football game, because I get very, very animated. Very animated. I'm very patriotic towards coming from New South Wales. I'm sure you Queenslanders love rubbing it into us a little bit. By the way, Chrissy, Peggy and all the art adventures, I won't be here next Wednesday. I will be away. Where are you going, Kenny? Guy, hello, Guy. Hi, Chrissy. I watched The State of Origin from the UK and am a Yorkshireman. But both my son and I follow the Maroons. Don't say that. 1814. Serious, man? Oh, gosh. Go the Blues, please. Go the Blues. For those who are not in Australia, you should Google State of Origin Rugby League Australia. It's intense. It is intense, but no more so that it is, say, for example, soccer in England. I'm sure gridiron in America. Like soccer. Soccer in Europe. Oh wow, it's the same. Yeah. I will be away on a church camp. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Whereabouts? Very nice. Very nice. Okay. This is where I'm going to start to see these as shapes. I so try to avoid subjects. And this is what happened last time. Oh, okay. Avoiding subjects that have hands, right? And unfortunately, the subjects that I've needed to do, there has been a requirement for hands, no doubt, right? So, and it goes back to my project when I first started about portraits, and I was, painting portraits with eyes closed. Now, I thought I knew that there's no way that I could get away with painting portraits with eyes closed. Seriously, folks, come on. So that's when I started to practice, and I got better at it. Same here. I have to get better at it. So, and its values. Wow, this looks so weird. It looks like a male hand. There you go. It looks dreadful at the moment, but don't worry. It has to look better at some point. Okay. But these are all the first layers. I need to put a whole heap of layers on here before I could even go into the pastel. The only reason why I put the pastel pencils is so I could see where, the knuckles are. In Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Peggy says, have you done your Phoenix yet? Sorry, if you're Phoenix yet. Interesting. Kenny, let me see. Helen says, I cancelled my vacation plans due to my neck. Surgery is going to be around in the middle of August. So I have to keep patient. But I can draw and paint a little a day at the moment. And that's it. All you need is a little bit at a time, enough to keep you going, Helen. So I hope everything works out for you, for sure. I think I'm going to need pastel pencils here for sure. Chrissy. Yes. Oh, this paper seems a bit rougher than normal. I wonder why. Can you hear it? This is really weird. It's interesting. Chrissy, looks like she has male fingers. Maybe she's mixed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. They're not very pretty, are they? They're actually quite ugly. Oh, here we go. Monkey hands. Yes, monkey hands. Ox. All right. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So at least I'm not the only one that has problems with hands. Oh no, sorry, not hands. What am I saying? Problems with certain things, like certain subjects and certain elements. All I'm doing here is just placing where colours should be. It just looks really weird at the moment. I know. Just be kind, okay? Just be kind. Yeah. Of course, doing this on stream is probably not the most, not the ideal thing to do. But you know what? You need to see my struggles, I think. Because I think we all struggle. I think we all struggle. Absolutely, we struggle. Okay, there's that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay. So here's a question too. Like, what kind of music do you, when you're working on your art pieces, do you, what do you do? Do you listen to music? Do you listen to audiobooks? Do you, do you work in silence? Because I find myself that I need sort of background music, background noise. I need some kind of something. It's very hard for me to work on, to work with my art or working in my art studio without putting some kind of noise or something going in the background. I like silence, but what I enjoy most times, and what I enjoy most times anyway. Okay, all right. Peggy says, all I could do for the past several weeks is watch TV and lay in my bed. Nothing wrong with that. Depends on my mood. Sometimes I watch the live stream while working or listening to varied music, and sometimes just silence. And I suppose, you know what, it's the kind of mood that you're in. You know what I mean? I think it depends on what mood you're in, and I understand about that too. Absolutely, I understand. most for me, I don't. It would be very. No, I don't like the silence. It's too eerie quiet for me. I like a lot of noise, bang, bash, but it's got to be nice noise. Okay, it's got to be nice noise. It can't be horrible noise. So it would be music, podcasts. Yes, there you go. Sometimes podcasts. I'm fluent in silence, says Jeff. Oh dear. For me, I need either music, but even like, you know what? Even when I work in at my day job, I've got a little iPod going, and it's actually quite an old one actually, and I have all my music on there, and I've just put that in the background, and listen to whatever mood I'm in. I've got to be very careful too because I'm at the front desk. So, Chrissy, though I like music, I do not on music when I'm working on. I do not on music when I'm working on something. I get you don't listen to music when you're working because you get distracted. Guy says, I am pleased that you are working on the hands, but for those of us not in at the start, could we please know at some stage the colours used? Absolutely. The colours that I'm using here. Oh, hello Mercedes. Hello, how you going? Welcome. I don't think we've seen you here before. Welcome, of course. Okay, Guy. The colours that I'm using here are, this one here is Burnt Sienna Extra Dark. Making sure. And look, you can see, how a much loved pan pastel. Burnt Sienna shade, Burnt Sienna tint, Raw Umber tint. I have Red Iron Oxide tint. I have Orange tint. Yes, next to me. I have here, this is Red Iron Oxide Extra Dark. Yes, it is. And these are the colours, sort of, that I'm using in this project here. And I find that the tint, the Raw Umber tint here, desaturates because they're quite saturated in the colour. So if I find that they're a bit too bright, I desaturate and highlight with the Raw Umber tint. I find that works for me. Very good question. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Okay. And I've got to remember to shapes. Wow. Look how this is looking. It's not looking the way I want it to look. But anyway, I've got to work on it. I think these lines should not be there. That's why I need to do a study on hands. No worries, Guy. And I find the orange tint, although it's quite saturated, just want to make sure that I don't want to lose this area here. Okay. Peggy says, I finished my morning glory. Oh, lovely. All pans and pastel pencils. I'm pleased with the outcome. Oh, wonderful, Peggy. You got to put it on. You got to put it on. Share your art with Xrissart. You can't just leave us hanging there. So you have to put it on there and for us to have a look. Very nice. Chrissy, I think the things we're not comfortable to draw, we tend to avoid the most. Do you feel the same sometimes? Always. I always avoid it, and I procrastinate until I go, you know what? I take the bull by the horns and I just go for it. This is something that I'm extremely not comfortable with. I'm telling you now, this is truly, I'm not comfortable doing this at the moment, but I know I've got to practice it. And I thought, oh, well, you might as well see me doing this. For sure. But what happens is I won't give up. And that's the thing. I think that's the difference, is that if you give up, you'll never get it. But that happens in life no matter what you do. But in this situation, if you give up, well, that's it then. You're just not going to get better at it, are you? And just be, what I find is that you've just be ready to accept if you're going to make a mistake, if it's not going to work out. Be ready for that. Don't be, and then don't feel bad about it, and don't be turned off by it. I think that's the turning point. That's where you, you just can't be turned off. You just got to keep on going. Go accept that you're not getting it, and that's fine. But just keep on going, because one day you're going to get it. One day you're going to get it, and one day I'm going to get it without having to worry. It's got to the point now where I remember when I was doing lips, I was always worried about the lips. Well, now I don't worry about the lips anymore, but I'm always worrying about the hands. Mercedes says, it's a lovely job, Chris. Okay. I'll post it later, says Peggy. Okay, no worries. I hope to do some pan pastel flowers too this week, just to get used to the brush technique. Yes. Peggy says, sorry, Kenny. Peggy, I just added you on FB. There you go. Okay. Helen, that's a great. Okay. Yes, flowers are a very, and by the way, also too, please also have a look at Janice's. Janice has got, she's posted her photography. Janice was loves photography, and she's shared her photography with us. Please feel free to go have a look in the post and have a look at her photography page on Flickr. I think so long as we acknowledge Janice's photography, it's there are so many beautiful photos there for reference that you could actually use. So please feel free to go and have a look there. Oksana says, Chrissy, that's very true. I realise I don't know how to draw many things, especially new textures. I used to only choose things I liked and I was good at. Well, that's it. I mean, the things that you're good at, okay, well, you've done that. You know what I mean? Try the things that you're not so good at. How else are you going to grow as an artist, I reckon? Okay, no worries, Janice, all good. I'm I'm going to be working a bit all over the place here because it's very intimidating. Is it in my mind? I think it's in my mind. Surely it's in my mind. For sure. Helen says, Chrissy, I just know, got the notification you're live. Crazy YouTube. Yes, okay. YouTube, there's a reason why, Helen, YouTube don't notify all. It's because, for those who've got a YouTube channel, please correct me if I'm wrong. YouTube doesn't want to... YouTube gives you the opportunity. If you subscribe to someone, they give you the opportunity to, if you go in and you press the, you've got to press the bell icon, and then something pops up, and then it asks you whether you wanted to receive, whether you want to receive all notifications for that person that you've subscribed to. So anything that you if you press the bell icon, no matter what comes up, whether it's a live stream, a post, or a notification or something, you will get that notification if you press all. And it gives you an option to press all or some or certain things. So that's the difference. And the reason why YouTube does that is because they don't want people to be bombarded with constant notifications and things like that. So that's their reason behind that. But you know, they do give you the choice whether you want to be notified. Okay. All right. I've also just been, Wendy's also just mentioned to me that in a nutshell, it depends on the kind of action that you are, the engagement that you're having with that particular person that you're viewing. YouTube do, as soon as you see something or you've pressed on something, they'll go, you like pastels, well then they will show you a whole heap of ideas or people that you can actually have a look at. That they will do that as well. So it's just YouTube are trying they're trying to make sure that you stay on their platform. They don't want you to leave. So whether you're watching my content or someone else's content, they want to make sure that you're staying on there, pretty much. But yes, and they won't always, even if you, I suppose, yeah, they won't show all the notifications. So you've just got to be, I don't know. And I think this is probably why I also notify people from Facebook, just so they know, just in case YouTube don't notify everyone. So yeah, as you can see, extremely powdery. Look, there you go. But this is cool for me. I always get the Facebook notifications too. Okay, all right. Knuckles. This is where I'm going to have problems with knuckles. So funny. Here's one knuckle. Here's another knuckle. And this knuckle sort of doesn't do anything. And this knuckle goes sort of here. Snake says, Chrissy, stop. They aren't knuckles. They are simple shapes. Yes. All right. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I've got to remember that. And you know what? You know what's really good? I'm actually very fortunate that this paper is extremely forgiving. I tell you, the layers that I have put on my Queen of Diamonds that I was working on Sunday is phenomenal. You know what? If anyone's going to be investing in a surface, seriously, and I know it's expensive. Like I know it is. I know it is. But the experience is so much better. Even for colour pencil. Like even for colour pencil. You know, just... Wendy posted this lovely shell. Was that on... Oh no, but that wasn't on Pastelmat. That was on that black paper. Okay. But has anyone here used colour pencil on Pastelmat? Maybe do a hashtag colour pencil on Pastelmat if you've done that. Maybe you can be interesting to see who's done that, because I think, was it you, Oksana? Did you do colour pencil on Pastelmat? I think that there was a lovely little portrait that you did. This little girl, I just, it's in my mind, but I was just blown away by it. Oksana, the puppies that I did was on Pastelmat with colour pencil. Okay. There you go. Hashtag colour pencil on Pastelmat. There you go. Peggy, way to go. Yeah. Chrissy, and the girl portrait. Yes, that's that one that I was, yes. You know what? I tell you what. Where is it? Here it is, here. You know what? I was this close. Here we go. I was this close to doing this with colour pencil. And this is, I thought, you know what? I thought, I chickened out. Why did I chicken out? There you go. I use colour pencil on Pastelmat, says Tessa. There you go. I do use colour pencil on Pastelmat. It is layering progress, yes, on Pastelmat, but it is nice to work on Pastelmat, even with solvent. Yes, it is. I love the painterly effect you're able to achieve on Pastelmat. I was surprised, actually. Yes. So this was what I was actually going to do colour pencil with this. And I've got it drawn out, and you know what? I just might do it, but I chickened out. Again. Well, this is the white. What is it? The white of that. Yes. All right. Yeah, this is not right. I can see already it's not right. Yes, you did. There. I have to fix the nail. Thank heaven that pastels are forgiving. Oh. Oh, here's something too. I've just discovered, well, not discovered, I actually have been watching them for a few years. Nope, this is not right. That's what happens when you get distracted. On BBC in the UK, they've got Portrait Artist of the Year and they've got Landscape Artist of the Year. Every year they encourage artists to submit their major works, and it's like almost like a competition. And then they select a handful of those artists, and they do like heats. And of course, then they do heats, and they get to a finalist eventually. I'm just trying to condense it all. And then they commission that artist who wins that competition to do either a landscape for a particular museum or a gallery or a portrait and stuff like that. And I was just wondering, have you seen that? And it's on BBC, it's on their UK TV, but they also have it on YouTube. And I'm just wondering, you guys should just have a look at that. Yes, most definite. Chrissy, you still do it and have some drawing done in different mediums. Oh, okay. Janice says, Chrissy, do both. You can practice with colour pencil after you're done this one. Yes, I will. You know what? I will, Janice. I will. I've got it there, so I might just do it. If you are working on white Pastelmat, says Helen, use watercolour pencils for the base layers, and you'll be a lot quicker. Oh, that's interesting. I like that idea. Yes. Peggy says, Chrissy, you can easily get 45 to 60 layers of colour pencil on Pastelmat. More if you're light-handed. There you go. Because you told me about this artist that was doing that. Yes, very good. I like that. Okay. So I'm just going to keep at it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep on working on this until I get it. I'm going to leave that there for the moment. It's not right. It looks wonky. Extremely wonky. It goes like that. Oh, look, I can't let it go, can I? See, my struggles are real. Looks like nothing like what it should. Oh my gosh. Why doesn't it look like it? Brenda, hello, laying in bed. Okay, oh, low pulse. Okay, stay there, don't move. Don't move, Brenda. All right, as you can see, these are horrible hands. It's all about values. Thank heaven Pastelmat forgives me. Horrible hands. Horrible hands. Now that's a title. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's all right. I get it. I do get it. Wouldn't it be... Okay, Deb, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. All right, I will. Also going to use, I just got, where did you go? Brush, 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 brush. You're already way ahead of the... Yes, yes. It's a running joke, actually. So don't forget to share your work if you've completed, or if you've got work in progress or anything like that. Oh, look, it's been in my hand. I was looking for this one the whole time. Don't forget to share your work. Yeah. And don't forget, for those with our group painting, if you haven't submitted, deadline is mid-June. So I know some people have already submitted their work, which is really good. Please, if you could submit it. I mean, I've still got to do mine, so but please do that as soon as you can. Yeah, and if you can't. Yeah, and if you can't do it, let me know. All is good. No worries. Like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I understand sometimes things come up, so don't worry about that. So, but you know, I probably prefer it to receive it by email. Chrissy, Oksana says, Chrissy, these hands are looking really good so far. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. it's layers. You need layers. The surface needs lots of layers. Thank God. Abstract, of course, portrait and landscape. There you go. Hashtag the hands. Sorry, not hands, just one hand. Okay. And I hope everyone's week is going pretty good so far. And of course, all you guys are in the Northern Hemisphere are enjoying summer while we're freezing our you-know-what's off. Wow. For those who have got pan pastels, do yours look like this, all powdery like mine do? Maybe not. Got to give these nails. Yes, they do, says Janice. Oh, g'day, Amy. Hello. How you going? How you going? Welcome. Thanks, Christine. Chrissy, it's the brushes. Yes, it is. The brushes do this. Absolutely. I was actually having a look at the like the art challenge. Oh, sorry, on the Facebook group, the art challenge. I I really wanted to participate in that, but I've got to finish so many things. If I finish them, I'm actually going to see if I can do the Facebook challenge. So please always watch out for the challenges for the Facebook group. It's the first day of each month, and hopefully those who if you complete it, or if you complete any of that challenge that I put up, I'm actually going to be showcasing it as the cover page on our Share Your Art with Xrissart. So I'm just waiting to see what you guys come up with, and yeah, so I'll showcase it there, and just keep on changing the cover page for all the art challenges. But at the moment, I've got sort of my logo or my thing there. But as soon as I start to get more artwork for the challenges, I'm actually going to be showcasing them on the cover page. So it'd be interesting to see how you guys, if you guys come up with certain things, because I also want to do it as well. I had an idea in my head when I posted. I thought, oh, I've got an idea for this, but I've got no time at the moment. I've got all these projects that I've got to finish. I'm so booked up. Oksana says, Chrissy, that's a cool idea. Should the post be added to mention that the work would be displayed that way? Might encourage more folks to draw. I know, I didn't, but I might. Yes. Oh well. Yes, it was supposed to be a surprise. But anyway, I ruined the surprise, but it doesn't matter. That's okay. But I'll just keep on changing it every day. It all depends what people do. I'll keep on changing it. Our lips are sealed. Ah, dear. I opened my trap. Oh, dear. This is looking great already, Chrissy. I could watch you work all day. It's so relaxing. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. Thank you so much. Peggy says, Chrissy, I hope you can see how much better her hand is looking now. I think the gems in look is there. It's very, well, you know, it's all right. Okay. And you know what? It's only a little tiny piece. Seriously, how long could this take me? I ask you, how long could this take? Seriously, this is like colour pencil. Only when I start to get impatient, this is when I do this. Shouldn't be very patient, Chrissy, patient. I'm just going to block in colour, okay? Wow, wonderful, Helen. I like the fact that you give a prompt to use as inspiration, so I will try to create something with this challenge. Yes, you know, because sometimes, like, you know, you think, oh, what am I going to paint? What am I going to draw? It might even be a sketch. Do you know what I mean? It might even be a sketch. Wow. Oh, hang on. Might have to bring out my vacuum cleaner. Needs layers. Definitely. I think most artists love decorating. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Not me. Okay. Really love it. I'm always looking. Oh, hang on. Okay. Sorry, that's not me. You know what I think too, sometimes when I think about things like this, is that never be afraid to attack things. I think regardless of what people are going to say, I mean, get feedback, that's fine, but I think you should just go for things. Sometimes when I tackle projects, I'm thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing? What am I doing? Helen, okay, who's leaving? Helen? Okay, Helen, thank you so much. Okay, all need to go now. Make some dinner for the boys, and after that, my watercolor palette should be dry enough to use. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much, Helen, for popping by. So appreciate your time. So appreciate your time. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm down here in my studio, my mind drifts away sometimes. Maybe the project that I'm doing, or I don't know if you feel the same way I do. When you art, how does your mind free, and all you do is just concentrate on what you're doing? Where do your thoughts go when you paint and draw? Is it just, is it all business? And because do you paint for enjoyment? Do you paint for money? What do you paint for? Why do you paint? What is your passion when it comes to art and things like that? Chrissy, I'm admiring your scrap paper you're mixing on. You have the beginning of a nice little landscape with trees. Oh, Deb, I love your sense of humour. Got to head to bed as well. Was a great stream. Got much done. The hand is looking pretty good now. Hey, thank you so much, Joanna. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's pretty close to bedtime for me as well, actually, so. Yeah. No, yeah. So, why do you, when you paint and draw, why do you paint and draw? What is it that makes you want to sit down and just do it? It's interesting. I always think about things like that. And I know we've talked about it, and we've talked about it in so many ways, but I often think about, what makes you want to sit down and paint or draw? Is it that you want to, do you do it for pleasure? Things like that. How many hours do you actually sleep on average? Not many, Chandri, not many. Last night, let me see. After I came home from work, I was here till about midnight. By the time I got to bed, it was close to 1 o'clock in the morning for me. And then I woke up in the morning and I went to work. I woke up 6 o'clock in the morning and I went to bed. So sleep-wise, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it does catch up. By the end of the week, I'm pretty close to really tired. In the start of the week, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Oksana says, that's a very deep question, Chrissy. Yes, it is. I guess to say in short words, it depends on my intention, the purpose, why I'm drawing. doing for pleasure, for challenge, for a gift to a friend, experiment. It all depends. Yes. Chrissy, I do it for pleasure, says Janice, and getting the feeling of accomplishment. Lovely. Lovely. I paint, and Deb says, I paint because I have to, or my head would explode, I'm pretty sure. Making sure my family knows not to go there right now. Okay, yeah. Tessa says, I paint for pain management. See, this is what I mean. Yeah, it's everyone has different reasons for painting, and you know, different reasons. It's interesting. It interests me. You know, and you could ask me the same question. Why do I paint and draw? Because I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. I love it. I get so inspired, so passionate, so. I just love it. And even when I'm not feeling so good about things, you know what I mean? Like yeah, it's a small town. Oh, okay, that's not for me. Yep. Peggy says, I paint because 1, I love it, 2, I want to improve, and 3, sanity. All fantastic reasons, Absolutely. Just takes you away, doesn't it? Wow. And this one doesn't even have a thumb. Hello, Abigail. Hello, welcome. Okay. I think I've got to get my pastel pencils out now. Start shaping this hand. Venetian red. I found this is a very nice, as you can see, I've used it quite a bit. I like this one. More this one, I think. I wish it just wasn't so scratchy, hey? I need a sharp pencil. You know, I'm not all that crash hot on this sharpener, you know, and I paid an absolute fortune for it. So, okay, this is the Bronzale, and if you can see, this sharpener came with that, so it's It's got here colour on this side, normal on this side, and there are 2 extra blades that came with it. But I tell you what, it's heavy. This sharpener is heavy, so I have to actually just keep on replacing those blades. I'm not going to, so I mean, I wonder if it's brass. I'm not quite sure, but it's damn heavy, this one. But yeah, I'm not fussed on the colour bit, so I don't know whether, see, I think pastel pencils, what happens I think with pastel pencils is that no matter how good or bad your sharpener is, it's the actual pencil. You know, we want to get a sharp point sometimes. How is it working? You know what, Deb? You know, 50-50, I've got to say. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But that's me. Abigail, Chrissy, I paint and draw because being a graphic designer, I want to have some creation that is all mine without a client that wants me to put so much text, pictures and logos in a post stamp. Absolutely. You get so much pleasure out of the things that you do for yourself. I so agree with you on that one. Absolutely. This is very light, probably not the right color, but at the moment I just want to get some lines where I can actually find Could you imagine if this was like an old pair of hands? Oh my gosh, I'd be totally lost. Okay, all right. That's where you are. That's where this is. All right, okay. All right, let me see. This is not the right colour. This Venetian red, there you go. Wow, my eyes are telling me one thing, my brain's telling me another. That needs to go in there. That's what it is. That's how you can fix things sometimes, if you go the opposite way. Instead of fixing the subject, fix around it. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a bit wonky. Something light, something light, something light. Wow. See how soft these bronzales are. I haven't got that nail right, but anyway. Deb says, Chrissy, check the angle on the first fingernail compared to the rest of the finger. Yes, yes, you are correct. Yeah, that's, yes. Yeah, not right. Absolutely not right. Think the nail shape position's not right. Yep. Yes. Sort of not, absolutely not right. It sort of goes actually there and round. It's actually round like that and like that. There we go. I think that's better. Easier to fix, not sort of more round and smaller. That's what it is. Isn't it past midnight for you, Chrissy, already? Compare it to where the knuckles, yep. Compare it to where the, yep. Gotcha, Deb. Yes, it is way past my bedtime, Kenny. Yes. I'll just keep on tweaking it, I think. Wow. That's still not right there. Thank goodness I don't press too hard too. Sort of like that. And then see, this is what I want. I want people to be helping me out on stream here. This is what it's all about, helping each other. There. And then it sort of goes, it's more squarish. There. And there. And now I know that that's a bit too much value-wise, but I just wanted to get that line in. Yeah, all right. Compare it to where the knuckles are going to lie. Chrissy. Okay. It's getting in for the 3:30 p.m. In the UK. I'm watching this whilst trying to do a spot of gardening, but it's only 15 degrees here. Oh my gosh, whereabouts? Guy, shouldn't it be summertime where you are now? Serious. I'm looking at my reference, by the way. dear. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the end. I'm looking up at my camera because it's almost like looking at it at a distance, and I can see so much. I understand what you guys are saying. I'm in Yorkshire in the late spring. Think we had our summer at Easter. Oh my gosh. Chrissy, I am just looking at my reference, by the way. Wendy, how's that going for you, Chrissy? Oh dear. Yeah, all right, I gotcha. Okay, all right. It is late for me now. And you know, like I have heaps to do on this. Okay, all right. I think, and I understand, folks. I know this is something. Something is called a hand. Yeesh. 2 hours of streaming already. Yes, it is. It is. And I definitely have been arting for 2 hours and chatting. Chrissy, yes, very good question. When you're working on a piece and it's going well and past your bedtime, how do you walk away? I don't, is the answer, Deb. I don't walk away. Yeah, well, you know, and even when it's not, yeah, when it's not going so good for me, the only time that I will walk away is if I'm, yeah, there you go, me neither, is sometimes when I'm a little bit tired, I'm thinking, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to improve on this, when I just can't work anymore. But there are times when I just keep on going. And it's just an awesome feeling when I'm just going for it. Okay, I've got to go. This looks fabulous, Christy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you for all your support. Then continue live streaming. Yes, very funny, Kenny. Very funny, very funny. I know what it looks like, folks. That's okay. Yes, they're all behind me, so that's all going to happen. Hopefully I'll finish my Queen of Diamonds this weekend, and I'll be finishing my great big landscape very soon. So there's so much to do, and loving every bit of it. Thanks to you and everyone. I just wanted to say, look, I think I'm going to be calling it an evening, a morning, a day. Just wanted to say, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And, you know, you guys are the best. Truly you are. You're truly the best. And I know what it looks like, but don't you worry. I'm going to get at it and I'll concentrate on it for sure, for sure. But anyway, look, I just wanted to say, thank you so much for popping by. And I'm going to be going now, but hope to see you all again soon. Okay. Bye for now.